violence, and it may only get worse. Last year, the Hamas terrorists stormed into a concert in Israel, killing more than 1,000 people. More than 200 were taken hostage, and about 100 of them are still missing.
That attack sparked what has become the most deadly conflict in the Middle East in years. Tens of thousands of people, including scores of citizens, killed in the first year of fighting.
Our team coverage spans more than 5,000 miles from New York City, where demonstrations and commemorations are underway, to all the way to Israel, where we're going to have a live report that's there as well. We're going to begin with Lindsay Tuckman, who's at Columbia University, where a student walkout is underway. Lindsay.
Yeah, David, Tanya, we can hear some rallies happening beyond the campus gates behind me here, but we can't get in because security is rather heightened today on this very somber anniversary, remembering those innocent lives that were so brutally lost a year ago today. There are vigils and memorials planned, and there are also pro-Palestinian protests planned throughout the day because of the subsequent Israeli retaliation and deadly conflict that we are now seeing. But here there is a walkout scheduled at this campus as well as other schools throughout the city. Columbia University, of course, is the site of massive anti-Israel demonstrations earlier this year, so security has been heightened and access is limited to only ID holders, and most campus buildings were also closed overnight. Officials say they are working to make sure outside groups not affiliated with the school come on campus and therefore raise any concerns of violence. Now, there is also a vigil and art installation happening beyond the campus gates, filling right now to honor those who were killed on October 7th, as well as those 101 people who are still in Hamas captivity. Protesters are gathered, though, just steps away from that vigil that's happening on the campus, and they're separated right now by security barricades. We spoke with campus members about what's going on here today. Some think the security isn't necessary. Others, though, appreciate the additional safety measures.
I think it's a horrible thing. I don't know how it can be an anti-Israel protest on the one-year anniversary of a massacre of civilians. If you want to protest the Israeli invasion, it didn't start on the 7th. I'm not sure what the protest is about. And I think its only purpose, real purpose, is intimidating Jewish students.
I feel like the school protects us, even though there's so many protests and a lot of security. And I've heard professors say that it's going to be fine because there's going to be so much NYPD here this morning.
People were talking very, very wonderfully to each other. Students on both sides, on all sides, tolerance is what we need.
And while things have been peaceful here, sadly, though, we have already seen some vandalism on this anniversary as well. At the City College of New York's campus in Hamilton Heights, there were smashed windows, red paint on a campus building, and anti-Israel graffiti that was discovered earlier today. Again, back here, though, we do hear that these rallies and these events happening behind us beyond the campus gates. There is the vigil going on with many people there to honor those lives that were lost on October 7th, but we also can hear the protests that's happening right beyond there. And what we can hear from out here, from this vantage point, is the protesters. We can hear them chanting, and we also can hear chants of "Let us mourn in peace." So that is kind of the feelings that people are experiencing on this somber day. The NYPD is prepared for any sort of protest that happened. The goal, they say, is to make sure that the vigils and the protests remain relatively separate and that they remain peaceful and respectful and they do not clash throughout the day. Live now, we're in Morningside Heights. Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Lindsay, thank you. In Israel, thousands of families still gripped by overwhelming sadness. Today, mourners gathered to remember those killed, abducted, and still missing. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger is in Tel Aviv, taking in the somber ceremony firsthand.